Hello and welcome to Cards of the Week. I am Barisan and I will be doing this by myself. Everyone else is doing something. So that's how it is. Alright, first series I'm going to go through is Girlfriend Beta. The first card is Cooking Contest, Amari Akari. Yellow 3 to 10k, 2 soul 1 trigger, 1 soul trigger, girl trait. When you play this from hand, you may heal 1. And when you declare an attack with the Climax close friend Akari and Aurora in your Climax zone, you can search for a girl trait character, show it to your opponent out of your hand, then shuffle your deck, and this card gains 1500 until end of your opponent's turn. Now, this card is actually an exact clone, and I repeat, an actual exact clone of Symphogear's Hibiki, the original set. Because the Climax itself is also happens to be a wind trigger, which is yeah, wind trigger. I should have said that a bit earlier, but whatever. Um, so there you have it. It's a clone on a lower rarity. The Hibiki in Silver Gear was pretty good for the set, mostly because it was mediocre in general, to be honest. Overall, it's an okay card. It like thins your deck. It's a free search. Well, if you it's a break even too at least. So yeah, there you have it. It's an okay card for me at least. Next card is Arm Problem. Mishima Urara. Red 2/1/2k, girl and animal trait. When you play the Climax close friend Akiri and Urara, you may in the Climax zone you may pay the cost, which is pay 1 and return this to your hand. If you do, you can play Cooking Contest Amari Akari from your hand and play on where this card was before. Just for reference, that card was just the lowest 3 I talked about, and this card is a 3k backup. So basically, this card is a changer with a climax change with for the top card, and because the card is played from your hand, you still get the heal off at level 2. Not much to say about it. It's kind of similar to Civil Gear Hibiki, as I said before. The only main difference is the Hibiki is by all definition weaker because it requires that one required an event and a Hibiki card that you had to sack. Is this a -1 when you play? Let me think about it for a second. You play the Climax, you turn that to hand. Not really. This is not a -1. It's still a break even. So yeah, this combo it beats the Civil Gear CBK combo by every means. Now that also means that if you play this combo, your deck is going to be yellow-red, roughly. Because Girlfriend Beta is known to be a monocolor decks. Because that was how the original set was built like. So take it how you like it. This combo, it's okay. I like it. This card is okay. It's a 3k backup, so that means if that card lives the default attack, it'll be like wow. Anyways, next card. Tropical Yumikasaki Haruko. Red 00500, girl in swimsuit trait. When this card gets reversed, if the battle force level is 0 or lower, you may reverse that character. And when this card goes from stage to waiting room, you can pay the cost, which is 2 stock. If you do, choose a character card from your waiting room, add to your hand. So, that does technically mean this card can't salvage itself because the target, because this would be in the waiting room by the time this works. Instantly killing the card won't like say pay 1 to kill a card will still trigger the effect because it's still a stage to waiting room effect. If you want to avoid the second effect, which it all do means should not really bother about it. Overall, it's a good suicide card. 500 power is rather weak, so if you play that straight up, you can imagine them throwing some sort of support utility card to go at it and be like, nope, you're not getting my bigger cards. So I would definitely recommend this is not a turn one play because you still need 2 stock to use the full effect and it's not a very strong card. So overall, decent card. I not too familiar with Girlfriend Beta, so I can't comment if they have another level zero suicider. So as far as I know, this is their only suicider for level zero. Next card, firmly secured Shina Kokomi, blue 1045, girl and police trait. When this declares an attack with the Climax Share Dance in the Climax zone, all your blue characters gains 2k to the end of your opponent's turn. And when this card declares an attack and the Climax name Share Dance is in the Climax zone, during this turn, this card gains the following ability. If this card battle opponent gets reversed due to battle, you can search for a blue character, show it to your opponent after your hand, then shuffle your deck. The Climax in hand is a stock one blue character, blue card from your waiting room, and then all your cards gain a soul. Um, Basically, this card is useless without the Climax combo. So that's how it's a very big power boost because if you look at it, it's 6,000 power across the front row for 2 turns. Your turn and the opponent's turn. Of course, when this card attacks. This is probably better in multiple numbers because this would mean the first attack would make it 6.5 because the climb itself doesn't give it power. Then the next one would be 8.5, and the next one after that would be 10.5. This is a very, very high power base if you get 3 off. Of course, and you get the search too if you reverse something, so there's that. So if you end up reversing at least one, it's a break even. If you have more copies, there's, more. Overall, I think it's an okay to good card. I think it might be a staple for blue decks in general, to be honest. The Climax, I'm not a too big a fan of a stock one plus one soul. That I say that, but I played I once on Idolmaster. But let's leave that aside. Overall, I think this card is actually, now I think about it, actually it's pretty good because because it's good for the power boost is good for both offense and defense. And if at multiple numbers, these could get really high defense for free. Yeah, basically for free. And you don't have to worry about stocking a mystery climax because you're stocking a card from your waiting room instead. So overall, I think this might be a staple for blue decks to be honest. So that's what I think. Next card, Kingdom of Fairy Tales, Tamai Rimi, yellow 218k, girl and upper trait. When this declares an attack with the climax name, evading if all my might in the climax zone, you can pay the cost, which is 2 stock. If you do, all your characters in the front row gains the following ability. You may activate this once per turn. When this card damage is cancelled, your opponent takes 1 point of damage. So basically, all your characters in the front row gains a shot. The climax itself is a 2k1 soul. Amazing ability. Not the best climax for it, honestly. The climax ability. The ability of the card is amazing. It's amazing as an ender card. The problem is that 2k1 soul. That would mean that if you're fighting for 1 soul cards, it's almost redundant because there might not be. If you swing for 1, it's like you're probably gonna hit that 1. And if it cancels, they're just gonna be swinging for another 1 again anyways. Now, if it was a mill burn, which is for most, that's my definition of the Misashis. But anyways, I like the card. The problem is the climax. The climax is a 2k1 soul. It's not gonna work unless this set has some sort of ability to give all the yellow cards plus 1 soul somewhere. I much as I like to say this card will be played, I don't think it'll be that great because it's just the climax is not the best for this climax combo. Next card is Clumsy Konohina Ichigo, red 102500. This girl trait. When you use this card's backup, and if you have 2 or more characters with the girl trait on field, select one of your characters in battle, and that card gains power X. X equals that character level times 500. And this is a 1k backup, and it costs you nothing to use it. So basically, this is a 1.5 for level 1 cards, 2k for level 2 cards, and 2.5 for level 3 cards, and 1k for level 1 cards. Level 0 cards, my bad. Honestly, I don't think this card is great. I think it sucks kind of to be honest. I never did like counters that scales by levels. So I don't know why you just can't use a 1500 standard counter and why not just use a 2-1 counter at level 3 for level 2 characters. I suppose it makes a difference if you could boost your own cards levels. Of course, that would run the threat of anti-change counters, but we'll leave that aside. Overall, I don't think it'll be that great, give or take. It's up to people. Next card is Demon Dresser Morozono Mie. Red 2/1 7 girl and Wafuku trait. This card gains 500 power for every other character with girl trait on your field. And when this declares an attack with the Climax, good friend, me and Akiho. In the Climax show, you may select a character card from your room and add it to your hand. The Climax is a 1k1 door trigger. I have to make sure I say by proper terms. Um, okay, so basically it's a 2/1 9k that has a Climax combo on a gate, a door trigger that salvage 1. Overall, I think it's actually pretty decent. 2/1 9k that gains that with the salvage combo. So it's not like salvaging in the Climax while your battle is irrelevant. It's still relevant. The Climax is decent. It's good. It fits the combo. So there you have it there. Overall, I think it's okay. I don't know what the others might say about this card. I'm not sure if this card might become a staple. It might be hard. This is not a Chihaya. Talking about Chihaya, I made the one in rewrite, which is a 2295 that has pretty much the same, almost the same thing. It's okay. It's oversized, so if you need 2/1 card that for beater, this is probably the card to go to anyways. So there you have it. Next card is the Poet of the Archery Ground, Shingeto Akiho. Blue 1045, girl trait. When another girl trait character attacks, this card gains 1k. And when you declare an attack with the Climax, good friend Mie and Akiho in the Climax zone, you can pay the cost, which is 1 stock by the way. If you do, search for 1 character card with the girl traits and show it to your opponent, add it to your hand, shuffle your deck after. So, this kind of promotes a red-blue kind of combo now. I think this might be a thing now. This is actually a good card for few reasons. It's a 65 beater on the last attack, and it searches. It searches. So yeah, there's that too. The climax combo may interfere a little if you're trying to attack for max numbers, because if you trigger a climax, you kind of want to pay that out right away. And that would be the best. And to pay it out, you have to declare an attack with this. So you may not get full attack efficiency with this, to be honest. But overall, I think it's okay. It's not the best. I think if you use this combo, you may use the 2/1 more than the 1/0. Although this would make a decent backup if you are, lacking for cards. That's what I gotta say about that combo. So that's all there is to that. Okay, next card is Approaching Shot, Haramiya Tsugumi. Yellow 1045, girl and weapon trait. When this card is played from your hand, this card gains 1k for the turn. So basically, this card becomes vanilla for a turn. And when when a card named Girlfriend Tsugumi and Mahiro is played in the Climax zone, you can search for a card named Everyone's Story, Natsume Mahiro, out to your hand, show it to your opponent, shuffle your deck after. I will talk about the other. Actually, I kind of have to talk about the other card first because there's no way to go around it. Oh, right. By the way, the Climax itself is a 1k 1 door pants trigger. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it pants trigger. I realize he's screwing around with me. Anyways, the card it searches for is Everyone's Story, not to be my hero. Blue 3295 girl trait. When you have 2 or more yellow characters and 2 or more blue characters on your stage, this card loses a level in your hand. Now, just saying it right now, that would mean you need if you play this without losing cards, you have to have 2 yellow characters on the field and 2 blue characters on the field in order to play this at level 2. The last slot would be filled by this card. So be careful how you drop this card, because you can't have like 3 yellow characters and 1 blue characters, because this card will still be level 3 in your hand. Anyways, going on with the card. When you play this from hand, you heal 1. When you clear an attack in the climax named Girlfriend Tsugumi and my hero is in the climax zone until you end the opponent's turn. This card gains 2k, and this card also gives the opposing character -1 soul. The search is okay. Sadly, it only searches for a specific card, so there you have it. I don't really like the level 1. The level 3 is kind of mediocre, to be honest. And once again, the level 3 itself kind of promotes a blue-yellow base deck because you kind of have to have 2 yellow and 2 blue at the same time to make sure you don't -1. So because I don't know Girlfriend Beta, I can't comment how good this card would be. But this card is a potential early jump, although rather restrictive. So take it how you will. The Climax combo on the level 3 is okay-ish. Especially if you get this off at level 2, I think it'll be okay. The level 1, I think you could just skip, to be honest. You don't really need it. It's just there to get the level 3 a little bit faster. You know, if you want to play at level 2. This card will not live the next opposing turn. And the power is not that great on it, to be honest. It only becomes 55 for a turn, then it dies, and you know, that's all there is to that card. The level 3 is average. It's okay. Alright, next set is Shiny Resonance. So the first card for Shiny Resonance is Rena Infamich, blue 002k, red music and dragon trait. When this card declares an attack, reveal the top. If it's a music or dragon character, add it to your hand, then discard 1. If it's a fail, just put it back on top. It's kind of average, to be honest. It's nothing particularly special. It's you attack, you either get the card or you don't. By the way, this is a force ability, so if it is a magic or dragon trait, so if it is a music or dragon trait, you have to put it in your hand and discard 1. So there you have it. The power is decent. It's not bad. You know, I think it'll make a good what do you call it, filter. It'll make a good filter card. The next card is Famage, blue 002k, music and spirit trait. Put 2 characters to rest to give your music or dragon trait 2k to end of this turn. Common card. It's kind of simple. I think depending on the deck you make, you may tech 1 because it's still a music trait. You can still grab it. It's actually quite simple. Next card is Dragon Knight, Princess of Divine Melody, Exida. Blue 1025, music and dragon trait. All characters in front of this card gains Encore by character Encore. I should be more specific. And you can pay 1 and rest this to mill 4 for not mill 4. Reveal 4 reveal 4 cards from your deck, top deck. For every climax you feel this way, search for a character with the traits music or dragon, show it to your opponent, add to your hand. After that, shuffle your deck. I like the support. I like the brainstorm. I'm not exactly sure how to make this fully used as a because it doesn't give power. It gives hand on core. So I suppose your 1/1s, your big power cards are safe from dying without doing their full thing, supposedly. So the hand on core support is I would say welcome, depending on how big the cards are for the set. And the brainstorm is pretty good for what it is because it's not spammable, but if you have 2, why not? I suppose. I guess it depends. I don't remember if they have a brainstorm or not. So. What I'm more surprised is, even though this set is Neo standard with the older Shining set, it doesn't seem to be mixing very well with it. So, I guess that's just how it is right now. Next card is Beatrice Arma. My bad. Blue 1045, weapon and ninja trait. You have 5 or more cards in your hand. This card gains 2k. Bad card. It's a bad card. It doesn't really fit any particular traits requirement, which is music and dragon at the moment. So you need 5 cards in your hand. It only gains 2k. I guess if the set has a good hand generator, this would be a decent card, but just because of the traits and ability, it's kind of meh. It's one of those trash cards, to be honest. I think it's a trash card. Next card is Seth Granham. Yellow 0025, Weapon and God. When this card is alone on the stage, this card gains 50 to 100. It cannot be reversed by opponent's auto effects. So, so basically, this cannot be suicided. This is actually a good starter card to go with. The problem is maybe the traits. Again, the traits. But even then, this will make a good starter card. And then when you don't need the card anymore, you just throw this in your clock slash level zone. It's a good starter card. Unlike the last card, this card's actually a decent starter card. It's a 4K. It's a 4K. It's a 4K oversized by itself, and it cannot be reversed with auto effects. That means they must rely on high power to beat the card. This card has a decent amount of survivability. It doesn't have any. Of course, it's not gonna live forever. At some point, you have to give it up. My my thing about this is the trait, but if the card ability itself makes it good enough, I don't think trait matters too much because it's not like you'll be searching for this card. And this card won't be. It depends on. I guess it depends on your field too. But it's okay. I like the card. It's a good starter card. Next is Gord Sandbar. Blue 2 10k weapon and god trait. Uh, with this card during this battle involving this card, all players cannot use backups, but basically no character counters. Event counters are okay. When this card gets reversed by battle, set your top deck to clock and put this card to rest. Oh, it's another Sayaka. I like the first effect. I don't mind the first effect. It depends on this set's event counters, if it has any. The second event kind of throws it off for me. I guess that's the reason why this card is oversized. Or maybe it's the other one. I don't know. Maybe both of them. I don't think this card will be played in the main deck. It's big. It has a clock encore supposedly, but sadly this card can be abused in this current meta. So it's kind of bad. I don't like it. Okay, next card. Hot Art. Aragram. Okay, that's fucked out of my mouth, but whatever. Yellow 002K, Music and Dragon Trait. This card cannot declare a side attack. If there's another card with assists on your field, this card is 2K. Okay, just for reference, that means this card would be 4.5 that cannot side attack on turn 1 if you have an assist character. That's big. That is big. Of course, you need an assist character, but honestly, I like the card. For a card like this, I don't know why you would be side attacking, especially in the early game. So the demerit is not too much of a demerit. The power gain is high. You just need an assist character. If you don't have an assist character, whatever. It's a beater card anyway. So I like the card. Next card is Lusty Sarah Ama. Blue 0015, Music and Dragon Trait. When this card is placed from hand to face from stage to raid room, my bad. You can pay the cost, pay 1 and discard 1 from your hand. If you do, search for a music or dragon trait, show it to your opponent out of your hand, shuffle your deck after. Basically, a searcher when it dies. When it dies. When it dies. I have something similar to this in Idolmaster except it's salvages, so yeah. It's not bad. It's not quite the get go card, but you know how it is. This set already has been confirmed to have the Akane clone. Well, actually, for you guys to know, it's probably the more as a Ricky clone. So it's not gonna be. It's not. It's okay. It will be a backup for that card. Next card is Kirika Towa Ama. Blue 00500, Music and Dragon Trait. Assist, character in front of you change 500. And Residence, pay 1 and show a card named Yuna Ilburn from your hand and place this to rest. In the start of your Climax phase, if this card's in stand, you can pay the cost. If you do, search for a Song of Blessing Kirika, show it to your opponent, add it to your hand, then shuffle the deck after. For those who don't remember what Yuma Ilburn was, it is the what I forgot the full power to it, but it's the one that searches by paid 1 and clock a card to search for a level. Is it level 1 or lower? I'm pretty sure it's level 1 or lower. So there you have it. I should talk about the next card just before we go on. that bestows blessing. Kirika, blue 329k, music and dragon trait. When you have two or more cards with the name Kirika or Toa Alma on your stage, this card loses a level in your hand. When thi- when you when for this card gains 1k for every assist on your field. When you play this from hand, you heal 1. It's actually a rather easy early drop if you get enough of these assists out. The assist the assist is a +1 no matter what because you just pay 1, grab the card, no problem. The only problem is the card may not be in your deck, so you might be paying 1 for no reason. So you may have to be a little bit careful about that one. You basically count number of the level 3s you have. The level 3 itself is an early drop, oversized as long as you have assist characters. To drop the card in general, you gotta have the assist, so it'll be at least 11k, 11k, 11.5, 12k, and it heals. That's a bonus. Okay, it's just okay. It's not anything particular. I like the card. Um, that's because I'm probably playing the old meta. I like the card art. That's for sure. Overall, I think it's a okayish card. Okayish combo. It's a +1 in general, so why not, right? Alright, go moving on. We now have Attack on Titan for English. I don't know why I need to read out the card for facts, but I will. The first card is Fallen Rippo Levy, green 500, corp and weapon trait. Cards, all of your other corp characters gain 500. When this card plays from hand to stage, choose the opponent's character in the front row. That card loses 1k until end of that turn. It can instant kill people. It can instant kill card. It's global. Why not? I can't really comment too much about this card. It really does fit Levy character design, I suppose you want to call it. Think of it this way: it maybe you can look at it the -1k power as a kind of on play give a card +1k at a possible chance and a little bit better because it can actually just it's a kill a card. Say like I don't know the suicider that was just up at girlfriend beta. It'll instantly kill that card. That's the best. That's a good way to look at it, I suppose. I like the card. It's a global 500 anyways at level 0 for corp characters, which is basically Attack on Titan in general outside of Titan cards. So I like it's a good card. I think it'll be a staple. For all set for the no matter what card no matter what color you play. So yeah, it's a good card. Next card is 104th Cadet Corp class Krista. You pay 1 and set a top deck the clock. When you play this from hand, if you pay you can pay the cost. If you do, salvage a level 1 or lower characters from your raid room, add it to your hand. Okay, I was not expecting that. That's for sure. This is a double R too. Okay. In comparison to Akane, Ricky, and you and Ilburn, it's not as comparable because you rather search rather than salvage. But I suppose that if you have a decent enough salvage target in the win room, it'll be a good card. Overall, it's going to be weaker than the ones we know, but it's not a bad card. It's still a +1. So yeah, there you have it. If you good at if the set's good at milling cards, then that's another story. But I think it's better to search rather than salvage from a card effect like this. So yeah, that's what I think about that card. And the last card of the day is Planet Capture Female Titan. Card in front of this loses a soul. When this card attacks and the card name Subjugation is in the Climax zone, all your characters are Titans, you draw a card. And this card gains a fallen ability. This card facing this loses another soul. When this card declares that gets front attack, you can pay the cost, which is this card a Titan card from your hand. If you do, this card gains 1500 until end of turn. Oh yeah, the Climax itself is a 1k 1 book trigger. Okay, I suppose. You don't really lose a card from your hand if you play the Climax because a set like this, you kind of a deck like that probably be all Titans anyways. The defense ability is actually pretty decent. This is a defensive based card. I wonder if there's a way to drop this early. That would be kind of sick. Okay, anyways, it's a -1 card, -1 soul at least, -2 soul if this card lives during the attack. I don't really like it. It's a defensive card deck, so there you have it. Yeah, it's a defensive card deck. All right, that is the end of the pod. This end of the cards. Special announcements. Yes, there is one in particular. If you guys don't already know, the new set has been announced. The new set is Cinderella Girls for Iron Master. Now, here's the catch. Uh, there's gonna be TD and full booster. The TD is coming out on September the 26th, I believe. No, 25th, and the full booster itself is October the 16th. There won't be one TD. There will be three different TDs in three different colors: yellow, red, and blue. This is going to be the first time where we have three TDs of the same set come out at the same time, which is interesting. I understand it. I bet they're going to be all close to each other, but we'll see what happens at that point. The other note to this as against everyone's speculation, Automaster Cinderella Girls is not Neo standard to the Automaster set you guys know. What does this mean? That means that Automaster itself, the series, won't get a booster this year after all, unless they pull something random. And anyone who wants to get an Automaster set, who doesn't mind a spin-off series, can't get a set without going deep into the older sets. That's a plus or minus. It depends how you look at it. As an Iron Master player, that would mean that I don't really have to get the sets to complete my Iron Master set. It also kind of bugs me that I can't really use my Iron Master set to use this set to get better. But that's just how it is, I guess. Anyways, that is it for the day. Thank you for watching. I hope you see you next week.